When we are making bags, especially if we're using leather or faux leather or vinyl, and we're using large zippers, you have to always be aware that when you're going to top stitch over these zippers, now like this top stitching doesn't matter because we're not going over the teeth. But when you go over the teeth, sometimes you'll get little dimples in here. Your top stitching will go down a little bit and up over the teeth and down a little bit, and you'll have this sort of, your top stitching will still look pretty, but you'll have this kind of an interruption that your eye will always kind of gravitate toward. And I'll give you an example on this bag that I made. You can see it pretty well. You see these little dimples in here, and they're here on the top too. But let me hold that up so you can see. You can see how the needle went down in the valley, up and over the teeth, and back down in the valley, and then then the same interruption over here. So to avoid that, this is just my idea. There are probably others out there who have better ideas, but to go over my zippers and have a nice level top stitch, I put a little piece of fusible fleece in here. I don't fuse it, but the fusible fleece is just a little bit thinner, and as I'm sewing the seam, I just use scraps, and I just lay it in here like this so that I cover the zipper ends and stitch my seam. And then I trim it away so that there's enough that when I fold this down, it'll be enough to cover the whole seam. And now when I top stitch this, I'll get beautiful, level, even top stitching, just like here on the front. On the top I've already done, and there's no dimples. So there's a little tip for you bag makers, and hopefully that will save you some grief and improve your day.